Hey everyone, if you've reached this video, I suppose you already have a background about the issue between NJZ and Ader. If you've been following the news lately, you might have heard about how Hanni was caught lying. But was she, or is it a part of Hybe media play? Let's analyze the scenarios with proofs and sources. Before claiming anything such as this user on Reddit did, we must watch the original statement of Hanni.
일을 겪었는데요. 그 하이브 건물의 4층이 헤어랑 메이크업을 받는 층이거든요. 그래서 다른 아티스트 분들도 되게 많이 왔다 갔다 하시고 다른 직업분들도 많이 왔다 갔다 하신 그런 공간이에요. 그래서 네, 어떤 날에 제가 혼자 복도에서 기다리고 있었는데 그 다른 팀원분들이랑 그쪽 매니저님 한 분이 저를 지나가셨어요. 그래서 저희 서로 잘 인사 나눠드렸고 했는데 그분들이 다시 좀 이따 나오셨을 때 그쪽 매니저님이 무시해라고 하셨거든요. 제 앞에서 제가 다 들리고 보이는데 무시해라고 하셨어요. 근데 제가 왜 그런 일을 당해야 하는지 지금에도 생각했을 때 이해가 안 가고 정말 어이없다고 생각을 해요.
저는 한이가 겪었던 이야기를 듣고 정말 충격을 받았었거든요. 어떻게 한 팀의 매니저님께서 지나가면서 그 팀의 멤버에게 한이를 무시하라고 다 들리게 이야기.
In the original claim, Hanni mentioned how she greeted the group that passed by. The other group greeted her too, but she heard the manager telling them to ignore her. Following this, Belift came with a statement. They claimed that Hanni accused Illit and their manager of not greeting her when Hanni's original statement never mentioned the group or any negative sentiment towards the group. Belift also responded to newjeans's parents' complaint with another claim that the CCTV footage gets deleted after every 30 days, and they asked newjeans to review the CCTV. However, at the time, newjeans were on Tokyo Dome tour, and thus, Belift saved only a certain section of the video. They did not save the part which Hanni talks about, that is the incident before and after the greeting. So to act like the CCTV footage was some kind of miracle-saving evidence is stupid. Hanni never accused Illit, so what's the point of proving that Illit greeted when it was never about them? It was about their manager, who's seen ignoring both Hanni and Danielle in the footage. So is it an evidence of the manager greeting or ignoring Hanni? Definitely the latter. The kakao chats which are being circulated mindlessly to fuel people's misinformation is another piece of half-truth. First, the chats literally correlates with the incidents that Hanni is describing. The four of them came out of the styling room. I heard them opening the door. And then the manager with them. I heard them say just ignore her and walk past her. And then when they walked past me, the manager literally did not look at me. One of the members seemed unsure what to do and kept looking at the manager, responding, "Yes, yes." One member kind of half bowed and avoided my eyes, and the last member did bow, but they seemed anxious. Everything that Hanni mentioned in the chats are correlating with the activities in the CCTV footage. That dismantles the fact that Hanni lied or orchestrated with Min Heejin to make up a story. Next accusation that Hanni seems to be getting is her alleged unsureness of the event. Here, the chat shows how Hanni told the incident to Min Heejin, and amidst that, she mentioned how the manager said ignore her and something along those lines. She wrote that she doesn't remember the exact words, but ignore her was the gist of what the manager said. Min Heejin later asks Hanni that when was it when she felt something was off. Was it during the ignore her comment? Now people have been milking this particular chat. They've been showing or highlighting this particular part to prove that Min Heejin put her words in Hanni's mouth, but as we saw earlier in the chat, Hanni was the one who narrated the incident and mentioned the ignoring part. To her question, Hanni replies that she indeed felt uncomfortable when the manager said that. Hanni then goes on to say that they didn't need to go that far. Now because this sentence was mistranslated as we don't need to go that far, people came up with a theory that Min orchestrated the plan and Hanni asked her to not go too far. This too is a lie, as the translations from Korean to English can be confusing, especially the pronouns. We gets translated to they, she gets translated to he, and so on. If the so-called K-tubers did more research, they might have discovered it, but because that doesn't bring views or money from Hybe and Hybe bootlickers, they didn't show the full chat. Does Illit deserve an apology? Illit would have deserved an apology when they would have been falsely accused, but because Hanni never accused them in the first place, what should she apologize for? Even in her latter chats, she expressed her sympathy with Illit. She recalls the media rivalry between the groups and seems to understand why Illit would be awkward towards newjeansnews. While mentioning this incident to Min, she claims that she's okay and not hurt. She claims that she's not offended but more baffled, and how this incident made her realize that Ader is far more better compared to Belift. She says that she doesn't care, and this part was highlighted badly when in reality, Hanni said that she doesn't care about Belift cause Ader is nice.